you understand?
Hey everybody, I'm Tony Jones, and welcome to the Tony Jones Show.
It's not that people are willing to take the risk. It's sort of a herd mentality, a lemming-like mentality. If you don't go with the flow, you're anti-American and therefore a suspect.
The Tony Jones Show, featuring punk, rockabilly, psychobilly, and Providence, Rhode Island's finest, starts right now.
He's a dangerous militia member, I hear. Oh, and there she blows.
Friends, the time for mediocrity and broadcasting is over. My name is Tony Jones, and you are tuned in to the Tony Jones Show, your destination for talk and rock. Online at TonyJones.org. On Facebook, it's Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show. And on the almighty Twitter at Tony Jones in RI. Thank you, as always, for tuning in and hanging out with me. Kicking things off with some Courtney Barnett, Pedestrian at Best. The name of that one, the Grammy-nominated Courtney Barnett. We've got a lot to talk about, some events coming up. Yes, don't panic, but there is a shortage of single malt scotch. We'll talk about that in a bit. And then, well, a story that hits very close to home for me. We're going to talk about Terrence Gerlin. You may not know that name, but you may know his other name, his stage name, his in-ring name. He's the man beast, Rhino, and he's going to be running for office in Michigan. So we're going to talk about that in just a little bit. But before that, let's swing back down to the music. He'll be in town on May 1st at Firehouse 13. Opening up for him will be your old pals, Tony Jones and the Cretin 3. And also, it'll be the debut of Wolfman Chuck and the Brimstone Boys. Yes, we're going to be opening for Michael Graves on May 1st, and we're going to hear two from him up next, starting off with Rebellion of the Dead, right here on The Tony Jones Show.
Damp ground lie the dead and hope is gone. Rise up and throw off your bloody crowns of thorns. He's left us to devour, and in this solemn hour I'm calling out for a riot. Dead men rise. I stare in the distance and see people burning their fires. They'll all burn in hell no matter how hard they try. I raise you from the ground, and in this solemn hour I'm calling out for a riot. Dead men rise. I raise you from the ground, and in this solemn hour I'm calling out for a riot. Dead men rise. Out of shadows into moonlight, I step out and night becomes my own, showing all you sleepless victims that my talent's worth to show. I'm an artist and my paintbrush is a bloody knife I hold, and my canvas will be corpses of my victims. Here I go. Clouds were flowing, wounds were howling, dusty roads and bloody showers. Clouds were flowing, wolves were howling, dusty roads of a time, bloody showers. Bodies hustle back and forward, seeking traces in the lantern light. Fear and dark I sneak through, I'll be on in smoke and grim delight. Out of shadows into moonlight, I step out to dread unknown. Fear me sleepless victims, night through my talent's worth to show. Clouds were flowing, wolves were howling, dusty roads and bloody showers. Clouds were flowing, wolves were howling, dusty roads of our time, bloody showers. Shadows into moonlight, I step out and night becomes my own, showing all you sleepless victims that my talents were to show. I'm an artist and my paintbrush is a bloody knife I hold, and my canvas will be corpses of my victims. Here I go. Clouds were flowing, wolves were howling, dusty roads and bloody showers. Clouds were flowing, wolves were howling, dusty roads all the time, bloody showers. Spiders hustle back and forward, seeking traces in the lantern light. Fear and dark.
Off of Night of Sam Hain, coming out of 2 from Michael Graves' Ripper, the name of that one. Before that, Rebellion of the Dead, again coming to town. He'll be here on May 1st, Firehouse 13, the lovely Firehouse 13 in Providence, Rhode Island. Tony Jones and the Cretin 3 and Wolfman Chuck and the Brimstone Boys, they'll be making their first show ever. They're going to be making their debut. Now, Wolfman Chuck and the Brimstone Boys, kind of a super group, because you have Wolfman Chuck, of course, from Wolfman Chuck and the Spookalele of Doom. Then you're going to have Parker from Douche Bucket fame. Then you're going to have Doug Izzy from just like a ton of bands. And then you're going to have our own Dave Sage from Tony Jones and the Cretin 3 on guitar. And you may know him from Necrophiliac Meat Circus. And, of course, the legendary Crinkly Ass Crackers. That's a hell of a lineup for a local band. You are tuned into the Tony Jones Show online at TonyJones.org, Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, on the almighty Twitter at Tony Jones in RI. Now, I told you, Terrence Gurin, he's running for political office in Michigan. Well, you may know him as Rhino, the man beast. He was in ECW, most recently, of course, WWE. Kind of one of the most brutal hardcore wrestlers out there. And it's official, in Dearborn, Michigan, Rhino, well, I'm sure it's not going to say Rhino on the ballot, but Rhino is he's running for state rep. Of course, that hits pretty close to home for me, but I wish Rhino all the luck in the world. It seems that he has the full support of WWF, and unfortunately, or in my humble opinion, unfortunately, he will be running as a Republican, but seems like a pretty smart guy, and Michigan is one of those states that is kind of just really ripe for some political change, not unlike Rhode Island. And actually, Rhino's currently under contract with WWE in NXT. A lot of people think he's a retired wrestler, but he's kind of on the outskirts there. And, of course, everybody remembers back in the 90s when Jesse the Body, then he turned into the Mind. Jesse the Mind Ventura was the governor of Minnesota, and for all intents and purposes did a heck of a job as the governor of Minnesota. So we'll see the political aspirations of the man beast, Rhino. There's a guy who you do not want to piss off during a political debate. We're going to hear two from Bad Movies coming up next. Got some tunes in this week from Reckless Records. They're on Facebook, facebook.com/Reckless with a W, WRECKLESS Records, as in WREKCORDS. The actually next 4 tracks you're going to hear are coming from our friends over at Reckless Records, so be sure to check them out. We'll start off with the band Bad Movies, and this tune is Bad Movies, right here on The Tony Jones Show.
Your way.
appearing this week on the Tony Jones Show, courtesy of Reckless Records. You just heard two from Bad Movies, Something About Drugs, the name of that one. Before that, we heard Bad Movies from Bad Movies. You heard it here, right here on the Tony Jones Show, online at TonyJones.org, Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, and on the almighty Twitter at Tony Jones in RI. Of course, if you're catching us live, I do hang out on the social media accounts throughout the broadcast. And of course, if you go to TonyJones.org, click on the contact page, or RIFreeRadio.org and click on the contact page, you can be in studio with us. And of course, be sure to get us your tunes, just like Reckless Records did. And we're going to hear two more coming at us from Reckless Records. This next track is Girls in the Mosh Pit. It's from Worm, right here on the Tony Jones Show.
Girls
coming out of Two from Worm right here on the Tony Jones Show. Our Roots, the track you just heard, and last time we chatted, I brought you into Girls in the Mosh Pit, both from Worm, both from Reckless Records right here on the Tony Jones Show. Now, I just shared the full article from our friends over at Eater on Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show. If you are a single malt Scotch drinker, beware. There's a significant shortage of your beverage of choice, and it could last another 10 to 15 years because Scotch takes years to produce and distill. The article reads that in the 80s, many distillers were going out of business, but now millennials and with the economic boom in China and economic booms all over the world, there's kind of a new affluent class of younger folks that are getting into enjoying single malt beverages at a young age because they have the disposable income. Now, at that age, I was drinking Pabst Blue Ribbon and I was drinking Red Dog Brew, not by choice, but because it was what I could afford. But now, with the tech kids and the millennials, they have the disposable income to go through and enjoy a single malt Scotch on the regular basis. And the price of Scotch has risen 300% between 2002 and 2015. Now, luckily, the Rhode Island Free Radio hospitality expert, DJ Psycho Eddie, is in here in studio with me. What do you think about this? Well, should we start a Scotch distillery and a Scotch label right here to make some extra money? Because it looks like there's going to be a price gouge going on.
Oh, there's definitely going to be a price gouge going on. Hi, everybody, by the way. I am taken back a little bit at the popularity of single malts in general.
Is it due to Barney on How I Met Your Mother?
It could be. But I do have to say that the variety and the amount of difference between just individual single malts, from the water quality to just, the time of day they made this Scotch, the differences are very vast. Like, you could have something fruity, something sweet, and I consider it a challenge to try all of these. So I may be part of the reason why there is a shortage.
Now, in any cycle of boom and bust, there's always some shady characters, and according to CNN, some brands have rushed out bottles whose labels don't mention the whiskey's age. So they're kind of saying it's single malt Scotch, but not saying
how long it's been aged.
So basically, it could
that's
be anything.
Actually more truth in advertising on that. We're trying to rush this stuff out to you. We can't guarantee if it's actually been 10, 15, 20 years old, or even if it's like a younger Scotch. We put it in a barrel, it soaked up some of the age, but here, try that.
There you go.
Tell me how bad this sucks.
A bottle of Pappy Van Winkle 15 went for $47 in 2007. Now in 2016, that same bottle is worth $982, and they're saying that prices will only continue to rise.
Yeah, I could see that happening. Between the shortage and Pappy Van Winkle, if you're not familiar, it's quite yummy. I could do damage to a bottle.
How can something with Pappy in the name cost $982?
Well, it's the same reason why Louis the I think it's Louis the 14th, Louis the 13th cognac. I don't get it all that often because it's ranging between $1,200 to $1,800 a bottle. I don't see it all that often. Maybe in passing, I can't really read the label. That's how close I get to it. But there are things. It's like a good steak or anything else. Sometimes it's just worth the extra money to get the better quality, or the better quality warrants the extra money, and I'm willing to pay it if it's that good.
And pretty soon, single malt Scotch could be the status symbol of choice. When the rappers were pouring out $2,000 bottles of Cristal, they're going to be pouring out $1,000 glasses of Scotch for their dead homies.
No, I think the most I've ever spent on a single glass was about $350.
Damn.
Well, let me rephrase that. Someone else was footing the bill. I was just more than happy to imbibe.
Open bar. I'll take that.
Yes. You see that bottle all by itself, cushioned with a spotlight and an alarm on it? I'll have one of those. and in all fairness, it was a very good cognac. You know, not getting away from the single malt Scotch, but I tend to flock towards the cognacs and the brandies myself. But a good single malt Scotch is the same way. If it's that good, charge me. I'll pay it. If it sucks, I'll never buy another one.
If you're a Scotch drinker, get out there and drink up.
Or at least stockpile it. And then tell me where the stockpile is.
We're going to get back to the local music now. If you're sensing a trend here on the program this week, we're going to hear two from the Quins up next, starting with Heart to Break right here on The Tony Jones Show.
I kinda just figured out it took me so long to see that the reason for your pain is something going wrong with me, and I really never thought of you. Or all the things you were going through, Now you're stuck with a broken heart, and your world is gonna fall apart. Oh yeah. So while you lay there with your past mistakes, just know that at least you had a heart to break. In this downhill masterpiece, and I guess I should have known from the start that you were gonna pray for me, and I really never thought of you. For all the things you were going through, and now you're stuck with a broken heart. Your world is gonna fall apart. Oh, yeah. So while you lay there with your past mistakes, just know that at least you had a heart to break. Hard to break. I just hope the world can see that I've tried so hard to fill the empty space with honesty. My conscience is sharp. Whoa, broke down by jealousy, and I've tried so hard to fill the empty space with honesty. My conscience is sharp. Broke down by jealousy.
Mind Congestion, the name of that one, coming out of two from the Quins right here on the Tony Jones Show. Before that, Heart to Break. You were tuned in to the Tony Jones Show online at TonyJones.org, Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show, on the almighty Twitter at Tony Jones in RI. The Quins, a local band that DJ Psycho Eddie and George Nasser turned me onto over on My Night Out Radio. Go to rifreeradio.org. You can pull out the My Night Out Radio podcast, or go to mynightOutRI.com and check those guys out, because they talk a lot about things going on. They talk a lot about hospitality. And 1 week, probably from this very moment, not this very moment, because I'll be here at this very moment in 1 week, but 1 week from today, I'll be attending an event that I should not attend due to medical reasons and due to my waistline, but I'm going to be on my best behavior all week, and I'm going to attend anyway. That is the Great Cupcake Championship, happening 1 week from today, Hope Artist Village. Now, this is normally where I tell you a little bit more about the event and things of that nature, but the Great Cupcake Challenge it's sold out. So even if you want to go, there's no tickets for you. Now, I've seen a little bit of scalping going on the events page, but yes, this year, the Great Cupcake Challenge has sold out, and They've scaled back the tickets. So, Eddie, in years past, there's been some complaints that it was oversold. There wasn't enough to go around, that, people were like seagulls and vultures over one cupcake. So the way that Mr. Nellis was able to hedge that is to make it more of kind of a VIP event. So I'm assuming that's why it sold out this year.
Well, it's going to sell out anyways, because he sells out pretty much every year. In limiting the amount of tickets sold, yes, it won't be as congested. Yes, it does become more of a VIP or if first come, first serve.
I'm assuming that the less amount of tickets means the more amount of fat people that are going to go, which means it'll probably be just as congested.
Well, it'll be as congested, if not probably more so, because, planning ahead is a fat guy's, superpower. And if I know, hey, there's only 20 tickets left, I'm going to make damn sure I get my ticket, because otherwise I'm going to be out all these cupcakes. Now, I have attended in years past as well, and Jim always puts on a really good event. And the variety is my big downfall. Yeah, if you try one, you got to try them all. and trust me, there is not enough insulin. I mean, I am not medically diagnosed as a diabetic, but my feet were going numb, and I had the twitches. My poor nephew, he could barely walk. 16-year-old kid could not eat anymore. Can you understand that? It's beyond me. And we didn't even try everything that was there.
Again, I have to make the parallel to the fact that when and if Rhode Island legalizes marijuana, events like this are just going to be out of control.
You'll have some skinny guy out front scalping tickets. And
looks like he's straight out of Scooby-Doo.
You will also see price gouging at the buffets after that as well.
Yep. You don't fill up on bread. You got to get your money's worth.
That's it.
We're going to hear two from the October Accord coming up next. This is, in here is one of my favorite October Accord tracks. Now, I like a little bit more of the lo-fi sound, which we're going to hear in just a bit with The Flood. But before that, we're going to hear On My Own. It's some October Accord right here on The Tony Jones Show. coming out of 2 from the October Accord right here on the Tony Jones Show. That is one of my favorite October Accord songs. You just heard The Flood. Before that, we heard On My Own. And a quick scan of Facebook tells me that on Friday, March 18th, the October Accord has a gig up at the Palladium in Worcester, one of my favorite sub-cities. I of course, love New York. Who doesn't? But I also love going up to Worcester from time. Also, on Friday the 18th, we're going to have the latest installment of Liberty Drinks. It's going to be at the Fat Squirrel in Providence. Now, the Fat Squirrel is now just a local, just a music venue. It is not a restaurant at this time. It is not a barcade. It is just simply the Fat Squirrel. So kind of just more of a laid-back night. We're going to have DJ Psycho Eddie there spinning tunes. And just kind of a laid-back, hang out, chat, have a couple beers night. There's not going to be any hard sell if you're nervous about going to a quote-unquote political event. This is probably a great place to get your feet wet because there's just going to be just kind of a bunch of people hanging out. So if you're around Friday night, or if you're heading into the city, you're looking for something ahead of time because Liberty Drinks is going to start at 8 o'clock. So if you've got something to do, you have a show to go to, you're going to go out to dinner, go ahead and pop through Liberty Drinks, hanging out with us for a little while, and let's talk about this crazy-ass political season that is, well, I was going to say soon to be upon us, but it is upon us, and it feels like it has been upon us for the past 5 years. But I digress. I want to get back to some more music because we're starting to run out of time. So we're going to hear 2 from the Evil Streaks right here on the Tony Jones Show, starting with Haunted Heart.
Thank
It's time to reflect back in the curtain. There's a pumpkin carving party tonight when the dead are not dead. Open faces, carving skin. Everyone else won't let me in. Jack-o'-lanterns are glowing bright. There's a pumpkin carving party tonight. Wow! I made a deal with the devil. Now he's not too pleased. Now I roam the earth for eternity. That's a pumpkin carving party tonight. That's a pumpkin carving party tonight. That's a pumpkin carving party every night for me.
Pumpkin carving party, the Evil Streaks, right here on the Tony Jones Show. Before that, we heard Haunted Heart. Yes, a double shot, if you will, of the Evil Streaks. Only here on the Tony Jones Show are you going to hear Pumpkin Carving Party on what could possibly be the first day of spring, or, spring being right around the corner. We're just going to remind you about Halloween. We're going to remind you about the Pumpkin Carving Party. It's just what we do here on the Tony Jones Show. And speaking of the Tony Jones Show, we are just about out of time. Facebook.com/Tony Jones Show. On Twitter @TonyJonesNRI. Be sure to check out TonyJones.org and RIFreeRadio.org. I had intended to give you a double shot of Hunter up next, but we're going to hear one track from Hunter, then we'll hear the second track. Well, we'll kick off next week's program with what would have been the second track. So Hunter up next for you, Smooth Seas, never made for a skilled sailor. You heard it here on the Tony Jones Show. Bye, everybody. Bye.
One, two, 1, 2, 3, 4.
You're my left-hand man. You're a habit I can't stand. Duty calls right when we found land. You were fishing and I was swimming. I got caught inside your net. I am your best bet. When you're sailing around the world, I won't mind being the girl. With each wave you hit, no, I'm the mermaid that made it. Swimming right beside, through the ropes and the riptide. Mooring anchors away, I'll see you when you're home, babe. Currents brought us together through all the stormy weather. We see the same skies over us, the sun it flies. The waves don't crash as hard, and the breaks of them don't sparkle. And I hope you catch my tail everywhere that you may sail. When you're sailing around the world, I won't mind being the girl. With each wave you hit, no, I'm the mermaid that made it. Swimming right beside, through the ropes and the riptide. Mooring anchors away, I'll see you when you're home, babe. The waves pulled you away, away, away. And I pulled your anchor to stay, to stay. Now on the sand I lay, I lay, I lay. Please never leave the bay, the bay, the bay. The waves pulled you away, away, away. And I pulled your anchor to stay, to stay. And now on the sand I lay, I lay, I lay. Please never leave the bay, the bay, the bay.
From Monday to Tuesday, you don't have any fun. From Wednesday to Thursday, just gonna out for a run. Friday and Saturday, you're always getting drunk. And Sunday, you stay at home and never go to church.
Put a spell on you. Because you're mine. Stop the things you do. What's up? I ain't lying. Spell on you because you're mine. Oh yeah. Things you do. What's up? I ain't lying. I love you. I love you. I love you. Anyhow, I don't care if you don't want me. I'm yours. Right now, I'll put a spell on you. Because you're mine.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, this is another edition of My Night Out Radio. This is your host, DJ Psycho Eddie. In studio with me this week, as always, the Robin to my Batman, Tony Jones is here.
Now, Tony Jones and the Cretin 3 at one point had actually considered covering that song, but I humbled myself and realized that nobody could pull it off like Screamin' Jay.
Well, Screamin' Jay was the original in 1953. He recorded this, but it was not released until 1956. This track is one of the most covered songs, seconded only by like the Beatles with Yesterday. But this is one of the most covered songs ever recorded. I mean, a song from the mid-50s. You have Marilyn Manson covering it. You have country bands covering. This is, without a doubt, it's also the one that turned me on to music because you just don't hear stuff like that. Back in 1956, when this song was released, they actually banned it in the United States because of sexual overtones from all the grunting. And that was actually kind of laid back. Screamin' Jay Hawkins, originally Jalacy Jay Hawkins, He did Little Demon, which was another great song. He had 4 or 5 albums that just hit after hit after hit. You don't hear him anymore because no one, like you said, no one is really ready to do all that grunting
and there were a few different Screamins, if I can remember. There was Screamin' Lord Sutch, then there was another Screamin', but Screamin' Jay kind of takes the cake in my opinion.
They were moaning out loud at best. Now, a funny story with that take, the song we just heard, that version, they were drinking. As all good stories start, there was alcohol involved. And once they released it, he actually had to go back, listen to it, and relearn because he did not remember recording that song. So he had to go back and relearn it all again. I'm going to cut my talking short. I don't even think I'm going to be talking about food this week, which is a blessing to my waistline, even though I do have plenty to talk about with that, because I've got a bunch of music that I just want to get to. And this week we are doing all covers, with the exception of Screamin' Jay, which is just awesome. We're just going to hop right into the music again. Johnny Cash. He did a cover of a Nine Inch Nails song called Hurt. It's not the traditional, hey, do you mind if I do a cover of your song? Trent Reznor actually approached Johnny Cash to do the cover of this song. It was just...
I think in the... If I remember correctly, in the opinion of a lot of music geeks, and this whole album for Johnny Cash, not too long before he passed away, was all covers. And this is one of the tracks on there, 2 tracks on there, where people actually think that this cover is better. I mean, it's, of course, up to your individual taste, but a lot of people think that this cover is better than the actual song.
Yeah, better than the original. There is that. Also, this was actually the last song that was recorded. 7 months after the video for this song was recorded is when Johnny Cash passed away. And then in 2007, when the house that they filmed the video in was actually Johnny Cash's house and museum, burned down in 2007. Right. So you can't even go and check out the house or museum anymore. So the song, as you heard, was Johnny Cash, Hurt. We'll be back in a minute. You're listening to My Night Out Radio.
I hurt myself today to see if I still feel. I focus on the pain, the only thing that's real. The needle tears a hole, the old familiar sting. Try to kill it all away, but I remember everything. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the air, and you could have it all. My empire of dirt, I will let you down. I will make you hurt. You stay the hell away from me, you hear? I wear this crown of thorns upon my liar's chair, full of broken thoughts I cannot repair. Beneath the stains of time, the feelings disappear. You are someone else, I am still right here. What have I become? My sweetest friend. Everyone I know goes away in the air, and you could have it all. My empire of dirt, I will let you down. I will make you hurt. If I could stop away.
Though it sounds funny, but I just can't stand the pain. But I'm leaving you tomorrow. You see, listen me, girl, you know it's an on can. Only see a back soul and the bottom row. Whoa. This one easy. It's like Sunday morning. Yeah, yeah. This one easy. Yeah. It's like Sunday morning.
All right, that was a live version of Faith No More covering the Commodores' Easy Like Sunday Morning. Before that, we heard Johnny Cash covering the Nine Inch Nails song Hurt. One thing I did want to bring out, but I didn't before because, well, I'm just not with it today. I did mention Johnny Cash died 7 months after recording the video of this. However, his wife June passed away only 4 months after that. So it was only a matter of 3 months between June and Johnny passing away. And there are a lot of rumors of that video just alluding so much to Johnny Cash's failing health. Getting back to Faith No More, again, if you ever watch the video on this, and there are 3 different versions of this song. One has a longer guitar solo. One has a little more colorful language. It's just, the Commodores, Motown Records. It's just one of those, easy like Sunday morning, man. You're just chilling out, relaxing. But I think we're going to turn up the pace just a little. We're going to go to another song, and actually we're going to do 2 songs here again. First one's going to be a cover of a Bob Seger tune. If most of you have already heard this one, I would assume, but you have to do it in a cover show. Turn the Page from Metallica. It's all about, well, when you're on the road, and Tony, you probably can vouch for this. You walk in after a show, you're all sweaty, dressed like a clown. Oh, wait, no, that's me. And when you walk into a restaurant, a truck stop, or whatever, and you just look like hammered crap.
So back in my day, I toured all over the East Coast doing wrestling, and then a few years later, I toured all over the East Coast doing music. And a lot of times I would go back to the same locations where I did a wrestling show a year before. Now I'm here doing music and run into a lot of the same people at truck stops and stuff. And yeah, I mean, this is like the trucker road warrior anthem. And a lot of people like the Metallica version better than the actual Seeger version.
Yep. Well, the video of this was only played once on MTV. Once, maybe twice. But what happened was, the people that get offended at everything, because they have a former porn star as the main character of the video, and they showed her, she was a stripper during the day, at night she was a prostitute, making ends meet to take care of her kids, which, no one can fault her for that. However, it shows one of the Johns as being a prostitute beating the crap out of her, which I do not condone. However, this is part of the video. And the people who complain about everything complain that it showed, it was too real for them. And MTV bowed to their wishes and took it off the air after only like 1 or 2 plays. So this, without further ado, Metallica, Turn the Page.
To the engines moaning out his one old song. You think about the woman or the girl you knew the night before. But your thoughts will soon be wandering the way they always do. When you're riding 16 hours, there's nothing much to do. Feel much like riding. We just wish the trip was through. Here I am on the road again. There I am up on the stage. There I go, being star again. she said. What she said.
was Seasons After, Cry Little Sister. Sounds familiar. You probably saw it or heard it on the Lost Boys soundtrack. That was originally by Gerard McMahon. Now, that song, along with all the songs, there's a little controversy attached to that. When you listen to the words, the holier-than-thou people, the people that are trying to find fault with everything, always interpret that song as a song about incest. However, Gerard McMahon, who actually wrote the song, said he wanted it, and this is an actual quote, he wanted it to be about the longing for a family from a rejected youth's perspective. So, as a young kid looking for acceptance in his own family. Where they're getting the other translation from, I have
people are perverts.
I know. It's the ones that always trying to do things that are, the holier than thou is the only way to describe it. They always twist things the wrong way. You just live and let live, accept it for what it is, and shut the hell up. Well, speaking of shut the hell up, I've been doing that far too long tonight. I've been relying on the music. So I got to tell you a few things. Number one, if you're looking for up-to-date information, you're in the wrong spot. But you do want to go to mynightoutri.com. We have a lot of upcoming events posted there. If you want to help promote yourself, whatever, hit us up. Definitely want to send me an email if you have requests, if you want to hear something, you want to be part of the show, you want to send me music to be part of the show, My Night Out Radio at Verizon.net, Facebook /My Night Out, Twitter, Instagram, look up either DJ Psycho Eddie, myself, or My Night Out RI on Twitter. Hit us up, send us a message. We will definitely get back to you, even if the answer is no sometimes. No, I had some people send me music which I just can't play. I think the first 3 words were F-bomb, F-bomb, F-bomb. So, you can't do that stuff. If you're going to send me music, 2 requests, make sure it's, radio friendly and MP3 format is recommended. It's a much easier for us to get it into the system. Couple of things I have to bring up. The last time I was on the air, I kept talking about Freak Fest, and the tour package that they booked was going to be huge. Well, I couldn't tell you because they didn't announce it yet, but now I can tell you Soulfly. Soulfly is coming to Freak Fest 7, along with Suffocation, Battlecross, Abnormality, Lottie Kong, Death Wish, Swarm of Eyes, On Your Deathbed. And these are just some of the people. I mean, people that have been here on the show. Whiskey Fire is going to be there. Omega Rain, Breeding Mortality, not to mention Doc Finnegan's Sideshow Circus, or Circus Sideshow. Our friend Seth Carney, the American Madman, is going to be there. Circus Dynamics, the Bearded Lady, Crimson is going to be one of the ringmasters. Gorax, the Snake Charmer, which is the one I have problems with.
Now, I hear just today, in conjunction with our friends over at Bonehead Wings Bar, there's going to be a fire eating contest. Not the kind of fire you light with a lighter, but a hot wing eating contest.
That's right. It's a $10 to get in. As many hot wings as you could stuff down your pie hole.
BYOTP. Bring your own toilet paper.
Yeah. You're going to need one of them sprayers, pressurized sprayers, because the paper will just burst. Because they got some pretty hot friggin' wings over there. So that's something that you definitely want to check out. That's going to be on April 30th. Number 2, number 2 and 3. March 18th is the Liberty Drinks. Libertarian. Yeah, you're going to have to take this one, Tony. I'm just a little stumbling over my tongue on that one.
Well, I used to number them, so it would be Liberty Drinks number, whatever, but I actually lost track of how many Liberty Drinks have happened, so we're just calling this one Liberty Drinks until we can get the abacus out and do the math. But yeah, kind of a laid-back networking night. Unfortunately, our last home, Manchester 65, is no longer with us, but the show must go on, as the old saying goes, so we've moved the party on over to the Fat Squirrel for Liberty Drinks.
And I have to tell you, I was asked to do a cross-sectional playlist because there's going to be older people, younger people, guys, girls, all different walks of life. So if you come down, there is going to be quite a variety of danceable music. You doesn't have to dance to it, but if you want to, you can. Otherwise, just really good music. That's on March 18th. However, March 19th is, again, at Fett Music Hall, we're doing the Providence Tattoo and Music Festival. That's actually sponsored by Bonehead Wings.
Are you going to be alive by the time we get to do this broadcast 1 week from tonight? Because you're back-to-backing Liberty Drinks with the show the next day. I mean, you might as well just crash in the city, I'm assuming.
No.
Sleep in your truck.
Fortunately for me, I have my wifeager, half wife, half manager. Well, she is also my designated driver. By the end of the Tattoo and Music Festival, I will be pretty much dead. So this week I have to work on music for the show because otherwise I am not going to be able to pull this one out on a bet. In fact, you'll be lucky if I'm walking. They're probably going to have to carry me in here.
Maybe we can get George Garner in with us next week to kind of help lighten the load for everybody.
Oh, no, it's probably going to be a full hour of music, kind of like what I was trying to do today. But, I just felt like talking for a few seconds. But as you said earlier, the show must go on. We're going to do some more music. Yeah, we're going to do another cover. Like I said, the whole night's going to be covers. This is a cover of a Prince song by the Foo Fighters. It's actually one of the better songs. It does have a really good sound to it. The name of the song is Darling Nikki. It was off the Purple Rain album. It's the Foo Fighters. We'll be back in a minute.
When I saw little Nikki cry. She took me to a castle and I just couldn't believe my eyes. She had so many devices, everything that money could buy. She said, sign your name on the dotted line. The lights went out and Nikki started to cry. Castle started spinning, or maybe it was my brain. I can't tell you what you did to me, but my body will never be the same. Love in, we'll kick you all behind. Show you no mercy, but she'll show you how to grind. Woke up the next morning, Nikki wasn't there. I looked all over and all I found was a phone number on the stairs. It said, thank you for the funky time. Call me up whenever you wanna grind.
That was Pennywise, Hotel California, covering the Eagles from 1977 off the New Kid in Town album of Asylum Records. Before that, we heard Foo Fighters, Darling Nikki, covering Prince from 1984 on the Purple Rain album. I got to say hello to a few people. Adam from Warwick, Todd from Providence, Karen from Syracuse. Thanks, guys, for tuning in and getting in touch with me. I also want to say thank you. I had two guys down here yesterday, James and Tom. They both came into the palatial RI Free Radio studios. I can't even say that with a straight face. However, they did raid the hell out of the free table that we have here in studio. By the way, if you're in the University of Maine, hello. You're going to see a bunch of our stickers because I handed them probably a good 100 stickers just for RI Free Radio and My Night Out Radio.
You know, and that's one of the things that we have going on compared to others around is that when you see Ed or I or a few of the different folks here at Rhode Island Free Radio out and about, which I was looking at the calendar, and the calendar is getting mighty packed up between now and like June or July, and even in Paracon is in July, right?
Paracon's in July. I'm going to be at the a car show in Dayton, Massachusetts towards the end of July. I've got two things in August. I got another. In fact, we got another car show in May.
That's right.
Worcester.
Going to see our friends up in Worcester. Well, when you see us out and about, chances are we have free stuff for you. Like my pockets are just lined with stuff that is free, and that pins and stickers. Other groups out there charge for these things, not us. We just
shameless self-promotion. Yeah. It costs, I don't know how much because I really don't pay attention when I buy stuff. But I bought last time I bought it was like 2,000, 3,000 stickers, and I'm just handing them to everybody. You want stickers? Hit me up with an email and a mailing address, and I'll send them to you for My Night Out Radio and even some Rhode Island Free Radio stuff. You know, you just got to hit me up, mynightoutradio@verizon.net.
And if you're a band or a musician or a group out there that's making your own merchandise, keep Ed and I in mind when you print off T-shirts, 3X or 4X, please.
Or you can go to REI and get a black pup tent. We'll just cut the arm and neck holes ourselves.
Who's your tailor, Omar?
Got a band coming up now. I stumbled across them, really, as I was doing my infinite amount of research on useless stuff. I stumbled across a psychobilly band from Italy. Now, you're not going to be able to tell they're from Italy because they do actually, when they're singing, you can't really tell. You know, they're not singing in Italian; they're singing in English. And
I've talked about that before. Either it was the shows kind of blur together. I think it was on my show. You know, we're friendly with some bands that are from Germany and Japan and Italy in this case. And what they do is they record their album once in their native tongue, then they record it again in English. And sadly,
their
English is better than some of the people that are on this very radio station.
So without further ado, we're going to have Evil Devil from Italy covering Madonna. The name of the song is La Isla Bonita. We'll be back in a minute.
Last night I drank on San Pedro, just like I never go. Got to the sun, younger with oil like the desert. It all still like yesterday, not far away. Something on the highland place, all of you to what I'm free. This is where I love to be. La Isla Bonita, hey, and when the summer days, there's someone sits so high, run to my head, you stay behind, your smile is lullaby. I feel in love with San Pedro. Warwick, got it home to see it come to me. Dedico te amo. I pray that they will not the waste of fun. Tropical, they had a breeze. All of you to what I'm free. This is where I love to be. La Isla Bonita, hey. And when the summer day, there's someone sits so high, run to my head, you stay behind, your Spanish lullaby. Oh! once again. Last night I dreamt of San Pedro. Tropical, the highland place, all of you to what I'm free. This is where I love to be. Love is la bonita. Hey, and when the summer day, there's someone sits so high right through my head. You sing my high, your Spanish lullaby. Hey, tropical, the highland place, all of you to what I'm free. This is where I love to be. Love is la bonita. Hey, and when the summer day, there's someone sits so high right through my head. You sing my high, your Spanish lullaby. Hey.
Really going out with her? There he is. Look there. Hey, man, is that your ring she's wearing? Man, it must be Ray riding with her. We picking her up after school today? By the way, where'd you meet her? I met her at the candy style. She turned around and smiled at me. Get the picture? Yeah, we see. That's when she fell for the leader of the pack. Some folks were always putting me down, down, down. They said I came from the wrong side of town. They told her that I was bad, but she knew I was sad. That's why she fell for the leader of the pack. One day her dad said, find someone new. She had to tell me that we were through. I stood there and asked her why, but all she could do was cry. I'm sorry I hurt you. The leader of the pack. She was so strong. As she kissed me goodbye, her tears were beginning to show. And as she drove away on that rainy night, I begged her to go slow. If she heard, I'll never know. I felt so helpless, what could I do? Remembering all the things we've been through. Look at me, your stuff and stare. I can't hide my tears, but I don't care. I'll never forget her. Leader of the pack. And now she's gone. 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 Leader of the pack. And now she's gone.
That was Twisted Sister, leader of the pack. That's right. They did a rousing rendition from the Shangri-La's 1964 song. I don't know. D. Snyder, I think that might have been a low point in his career. I couldn't tell you. But, I kind of liked it. However, everyone else in the room is kind of got that sourpuss look.
You know, D. Snyder's at a lot of the same conventions that we go to, and I heard he's a really nice guy.
Well, I've had the opportunity to talk to him once or twice, and he's always a nice guy to me when I talk to him. But, there are some people that, you just can't get along with people. But that being said, don't forget, May 1st, we have the Big Burger Blowout coming up. You want to get your tickets for that. If you don't have your tickets to the Cupcake Challenge, well, you're out of luck. It is sold out. I'm going to touch upon a few things that I did over the week because, well, I can. This is going to be the food segment. I'm saving it to the end so, Tony, you don't get starving.
I have a boiled dinner boiling at home right now. Corned beef, cabbage, potatoes, Oh, yeah. So you think I'm farting now. Wait until I pound that thing down.
Thankfully, I will not be with you until next Sunday.
By the way, we as a style choice here, we have decided when we have bad meals not to come on here and dog people. So I won't name the restaurant by name. However, I'm on a diet, so I allow myself one good meal a week. I had my one good meal, and the meatballs literally tasted like dirt. And it was more than one of them. Like you took a handful of dirt from the parking lot and ate it.
So you had the magic meatballs.
So that was my good meal this week, was crap.
We'll talk about that off the air. I do have to say, though, because we didn't have a show last week, I got a bunch of places. So I'm just going to graze over them quickly. Doherty's Lakeside, the Crybaby Burger.
Which, by the way, for all our friends in the hospitality industry, they're hosting a job fair tomorrow trying to staff the new restaurant down there.
Yeah, very good food there. The Crybaby Burger, they try to pass it off as being extremely hot, medium heat at best. But other than that, the burger was excellent, perfectly cooked. The fries are excellent. Of course, the beer, you got so many different choices. It's well worth going there. However, one suggestion, if you're going to put something on the last call side of the beer list or, the keg's about to tap, give us a discount. We'll drink them quicker. Just throwing that out there. La Arepa in Central Falls, Pawtucket area. I got the exact same meal because it was just that good. I'm going to really screw up the name, but it's Criollo Pabellon. Pabellon, Pabellon. Yeah, the meat just falls apart. It's all shredded pork, beef, whatever it is.
Mystery meat.
It could have been a shoe. If it tastes that good, I will give him my sneakers. I don't care. The food was just that
dry
good.
rub on these.
Of course, the ubiquitous Gels, the hot wiener omelet.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, my God. It was so good. I can't say enough about it. In fact, today, we even stopped at Four Brothers Pizza in North Kingston. I got the Crazy Eddie Burger. Fried egg on top, onions, cheese, excellent. My niece was sitting across the table from me, so I stole a little bit of her Hawaiian pizza. Again, you can't say enough about it. The place just rocks. And it's not that bad price-wise either. So if you're in the North Kingston area, you definitely want to take a swing by Four Brothers Pizza. It's right on Route 1. If you can't miss it. Well, I think we can get to our last song here. It's been great having you guys. If there's a band out there that wants to get their music on the air with us, send it to me. Email it to me. mynightout.radio@verizon.net. Or just send me a link to your Bandcamp or what have you, and I'll download it. I am not afraid to buy music at this point. That's why I can play the stuff I do because, well...
There's many musicians out there that get to eat this week because
hey,
Eddie went on and bought their download.
There's a difference between a sandwich and a handwich. That means that extra $1 to buy the loaf of bread.
Ice soup.
But we're going to get out of here with a band that I've loved ever since the first time I saw them. And they're covering another band that I just really love. The band they're covering is Alice Cooper. The name of the song is School's Out. The band that's covering it is Gwar. I just love these guys, man. Definitely want to check them out. They're retooling now because, he died. I'm sad about that, but I can't wait to see what the new lineup is. We're leaving here with Gwar. Thank you for listening, everybody. My Night Out Radio. Have a good night.
school.